In this session of Dezignworks TV, we'll be introducing a brand new module to our core product, Dezignworks DSM. Most of you already know us from our industry-leading probing package, Dezignworks, that it runs with SolidWorks, Inventor, and Pro-E. Dezignworks DSM is the world's first integrated laser scanning product for SolidWorks. I've already gone ahead and created alignment utilizing Dezignworks, and also utilizing SolidWorks, we've created some planes. The goal of this is to create a new hood scoop for our RC car. Now in the past, we'd hard probe something like this, but because it's so flexible, we wanted to use the laser. So how did we get there? We did alignment with Dezignworks. We use Dezignworks to create some boundaries. In this case, we're going to show you how we actually can contain the laser. We're going to utilize the lock plane tool. And in this session, we'll be featuring the Romer Absolute arm, 7-axis with a laser. If you've already used Dezignworks, you're going to find this very simple to use DSM. It utilizes some of the same commands. In this case, we're going to be actually asked to select some planes we want to scan through. So we're going to select some planes. The nice thing about this product is it's not creating a point cloud mesh. It's creating native features directly inside the SolidWorks interface, and you'll see them be added to the tree. It also stores the movement. So in this case, we've only selected a few planes, but while we're scanning, it stores the whole movement of the scan. We also want to be able to contain it. We're going to contain it by this boundary. And we can also adjust the point spacing of the curves. So we're going to simply take the laser, and you're going to notice on the part, you're going to see a line and a dot. It's lining up the focus. We're going to press the trigger and scan through the part. When we're finished scanning that SWAT, we just pull the trigger to stop, and we can continue scanning. So again, we're covering the whole face of the hood. Because who knows, we may have a different design intent later. We can reuse this data over and over again. So notice how I'm just keeping the dot and the line pretty much aligned. And I might want to get some data going this way for those other planes. But again, it's so easy to use. And again, the reason why we wouldn't hard probe this is because it's too flexible. So now you have two ways to scan. Hard probing as well as laser. And it's easy. And I mentioned no messy cleanup. So we're going to go ahead and create this. It's going to process the data. And in a second here, you're going to notice that some cross sections have been added to the feature tree in SolidWorks. We'll utilize SolidWorks to build our car hood. Then we'll go ahead and build the hood scoop. Dezignworks gives you great feedback. It tells you how many points it created on all the planes. It's processing all the data. So notice the feature tree, a new folder's been added. We organize all the scans together. Let's go ahead and clear the planes. You'll see this nice data. So now you as a SolidWorks user can use different choices for possibly creating this. We're first going to maybe try the loft. And we'll go ahead and use some guide curves. But again, you could use boundary curves. We have a way of putting points in here so we could even do a fill surface. So I'm going to select these two curves. I'm going to go ahead and say I want to use a boundary guide curve. And I'm going to build it. There you can see how nice that is. But again, you can make changes. All this data is parametric inside the tree. So you can go in here to any part of this sketch and say edit sketch. All the data can be used. So let's say there was a dent in the hood. We could pull that data out. Again, notice there's no messy cleanup. All the spline points are there. Modify, change them. For this project though, we want to go ahead and develop a hood scoop that comes down to this shape. Without a tool like this, it'd be nearly impossible to capture the contour of this hood. So let's just go over here to maybe a different view, and let's offset a plane up here just slightly higher, and we'll start drawing on with SolidWorks. Drag this plane up here. I'm going to start my new design intent. So I'm going to hide these. I really only want this one plane I'm going to work on. So again, by utilizing SolidWorks, I'm going to come here and look somewhat normal to this, and I'm going to start a new sketch and design my new hood scoop. The key is I'm going to go ahead and actually extrude this down to it to get the shape. We'll set up the surface, and you can pick the surface that we used. Now we have our scoop. We can use all the SolidWorks tools to come in here and start filleting and rounding. So you can see how fast and easy it is to utilize Dezignworks with the laser, and especially for these harder shapes that are very flexible. So very quickly, we're designing our new hood scoop. And you can see how it matches the shape. Tune in next week. We'll continue with some new tools and doing more complex shapes using DSM. Have a great day.